Dr. Ruby, you're looking so pretty today.
Hey Charu, thank you so much. Yes, I like, when it's like this kind of weather, we should change. But looks like you've stopped exercising. Have you put on some weight?
I think so. Oops,
Oops.
not again.
See, Charu, we started it again. We really started again about looks and weights. This has to change. This
Correct.
definitely has to change.
So true. I agree so much with you, Dr. Ruby. Welcome, friends, to the first episode of Master Your Emotions with Dr. Ruby and Charu. I will love to introduce my lovely co-host, Dr. Ruby Bakshi Khurdi. She is an educationist, emotional intelligence expert trainer, TEDx speaker, women empowerment, global goodwill ambassador for Switzerland, chairperson for All Ladies League, Women Economic Forum, Exceptional Women of Excellence Award. She inspires 2020 finalists, Award for Academic Excellence, Miri Pehchan, Pride of India in Education, nominated Most Inspired Female Entrepreneurs by Swiss Entrepreneur Magazine, and her latest venture, Ray Academy Swiss Reinvent, the Awesome You, is for helping people to develop public speaking skills, an initiative to reach out to people to build their communication skills, make speaking fun, and create an impact. Hi, Dr. Ruby.
Thank you. Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. I'm really, really impressed. Yes, friends, let's start a journey to learn the tricks and tips to master our emotions, which can help us in the journey of self-mastery. I'm so proud to introduce my lovely co-host, Charu, a serial entrepreneur, founder of personal transformation online magazine, womenlines.com, enlightening, empowering, enabling women folk across the globe so they can be the best version of themselves. Women Lines is listed as top 40 women's magazines, publications, and zines to follow in 2020 by Feedspot, UP. Charu has always believed in creating awareness in women's folk towards making excellence as a brand. She strongly believes women are what they read. She's a Global Goodwill Ambassador, LinkedIn Wonder Woman, GEC Asia Pacific Award for Social Entrepreneurship, and Rex Karamveer Fellowship and Bronze Awardee, some of the recognitions she has received recently. Wow. Must say, Charu, very impressive.
So
So
much.
before striking, before striking out her own at Women Lines, her entrepreneurship experience was enriched by several ventures as co-founder of Udan, NC Styles, and Earn Go. Amazing, amazing, and many more to go.
Thank you so much. So, in today's episode's friends, we are going to talk about emotional challenges for women. So, as we all know, as a woman, we are facing so many emotional challenges. So, Dr. Ruby, can you share your tips that how women can manage their emotions best way, which can help them to improve in their personal scenario and in their professional scenario also? Please share your insights.
Definitely, definitely. We as women, I think we are very, very emotional. We are always on a roller coaster, emotional journey, ups and downs. It's very difficult to keep the calm sometimes, especially when you're trying to manage work, children, family, as well as your personal life. We always keep ourselves really low. We don't prioritize ourselves. So I think the time is that we should not just be keeping others on a higher pedestal. We have to focus on ourselves as well. And that's where emotional intelligence plays a very important role, because as mothers, as wife, daughter, sister, whatever role we are playing, we have to find a niche that we can balance all these roles properly. You don't have to look for perfection, because we as women, we always want to be perfect wife, perfect daughter, perfect mother. But I think that perfection scenario needs to change a little bit. We need to bring about a change in our thinking so that we are a bit over it. We don't have to keep those things always at the top. It's time we have to think about ourselves. It's time that we have to prioritize that even we need to breathe. We have the right to make mistakes.
Correct.
We don't have to be perfect all the time, perfect body, perfect clothes. No, just relax. Take a deep breathe within in and
Correct.
try to find your comfort level, what you can do and what you can excel at. There's always a room for improvement. I think, Charu, you would agree with me, when you start doing things your way, you're more comfortable.
I agree. Certainly, I agree because that gives you that comfort level and you have that confidence that you have belief in yourself. And with that faith, you do better, I suppose.
Exactly. Exactly. Very true.
So, yeah, it's awesome to have such wonderful tips, and we will love to have our viewers adopt this tip and give themselves priority. So, yes,
Exactly. Very true.
definitely. So, yes, with this wonderful conversation, we can have some inputs from you.
In terms of input, I think there's no magic formula or there's no set formula. It's not like a book that you have to go by one, two, three.
Yeah,
I think each woman is unique,
okay,
each person is unique.
very true.
So you just need to see your plus and minus, like what you're good at. So whatever you are good at, try to sustain it, try to keep on developing it, making it like your USP, your best point. And the things which you're not so good at, take this time, take your time to excel in those areas. You could be working on your speaking skills, you could be working on your dressing skills, whatever
Correct.
you want to, because as girls, as young girls, sometimes we always want to do like dressing up, we do the dolls and stuff like that. So maybe it's your time to unleash the power and develop the skills that you had been thinking for a long, long time.
You can
So
note
don't go for a
that.
success formula. Yeah.
Correct.
So don't go for any success formula. Create your own formula, I would say.
Wonderful. Yes.
Tell me, Charu, one thing. I see that you have been interviewing lots of women across the globe. I have been following you, by the way. So please share your own experience about the global women like that you have been interviewing and you had the pleasure of talking about. What are some of the emotional challenges you observed as an entrepreneur? I would like to first hear from you, your challenge, and then I would like to hear from some other women entrepreneurs that you have interviewed.
Sure, definitely. Wonderful question because it takes me back to my memories, lovely memories when I started interviewing entrepreneurs. Initially, I
Mm-hmm.
used to meet them, then I started video interviews, and
Mm-hmm.
it has been an amazing journey. I'm so grateful to all those entrepreneurs who have given their time and shared about their journey, their challenges, their achievements. It was really wonderful. Throughout the journey, meeting with entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
understanding their work, somehow I observed that the way male entrepreneurs are able to take risk in life, women entrepreneurs are not. They have certain limitations. Maybe they give family priority, they don't give themselves priority. But I wonder if we learn some trick, in a way, emotional hack, can we apply it in entrepreneurship field also? Can you share some insights about it?
Yeah, I think, of course, emotional intelligence is something that you can explore in any area. You're not born with it. Like, as we say, when we talk about IQ, you're born with a certain IQ. So when we say that this person is intelligent, this person is not so intelligent. But EQ, which is emotional quotient, is something that you evolve as a person. Sometimes you're, as I said, sometimes you're high, sometimes you're low. So as a person, you can develop your EQ on an everyday basis. So I'm sure when you had your first break in business, you must be on a high, like, "Yuppie, I did it." Yes. Which is very normal, which is very
Very
normal.
normal.
And of course, just remember a day when you were not so successful or you were not able to get a deal that you were so looking forward to.
Correct, I
What
remember.
did
I remember
you
those days, definitely.
and those things, it's not that you want to erase them, you want to remove them. Those things, they become like, goosebumps, like, oh my god, I had this. And then when you think about the good things, suddenly you are okay and you feel
Very,
very proud about it. so
very
same is same is for entrepreneurs. You have to keep on taking it with a pinch of salt, your successes as well as weaknesses or your failures, I would say. So if you're successful, live it, live the moment. But
true.
if you are not successful, or if you failed in a particular assignment, it's okay. You have the right to fail. Take it as a step, instead of, like, when we say failure is a stepping stone to success. So take those failures and keep on going higher and higher. And I'm sure in your interviews, some of the women must have definitely shared this, that, those of them who were not successful, some were very disheartened. They just fell down or they were
Definitely.
heartbroken. But
Definitely.
some they emerged back. They sprung back.
That resilience
So
factor was there, and that helped them again and again. And yeah, these insights can definitely change the mindset of any entrepreneur, and they can push themselves to take risk, and they can move ahead for bigger goals achievement in life.
exactly, very very true. I'm sure these things really have a huge impact, especially as a woman. As you just said, we women are not so much of a risk taker, and that's where the hesitation starts
Right.
coming in.
Hesitation starts from there. So yes, it was an awesome share for entrepreneurs, Dr. Ruby, I must say.
Tell me something, Charu. As a mother, as an entrepreneur, you had a very amazing journey so far. But could you share some of the challenges you face as a mother, raising a kid in a foreign country? Because it's not so easy, far away from India. We both are from India, but we are both settled abroad. So
Correct.
could you share with our audience some of the tips or some of the challenges you faced raising your kids in a foreign country?
Definitely, and there were many countries where we went with kids, and the biggest challenge as a mother was how to make my kids comfortable in a different culture, and how to keep them connected to their original culture from where the place they belong. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the biggest challenge, Dr. Ruby, which I have faced, and many years now. But still, at times, I feel that I'm not balanced. I feel guilty. Okay, so I'm missing something on the other part, and then I think where I'm staying, I should be focusing more on that place. But again, the emotions come, and the challenges are there. So how to work upon them? Can you guide us?
See, I'm sailing in the same boat as you. I've also moved out from my country and staying here in Switzerland. In the beginning, was not even easy for me because it was a big cultural shock moving from India to Switzerland. For my kids, I have been very, very conscious, and both me and my husband, we took a deliberate decision of inculcating our cultural values. We have had a set of babysitters who would take care when the kids were small, but all the time I made sure it was a conscious effort that I worked part time. I
Okay.
stayed home, and whenever my kids needed me, like when they started growing up, when they started speaking, then I was really really conscious that I should be there when they're back from the creche or
Right.
from the kindergarten.
Right.
But as kids, when they were very small, when we had our share of babysitters, we would make sure that they don't use bad language. They are not talking something which the kids are hearing. We think they are small, they won't know it. But we as parents, we were very very cautious to inculcate our rich Indian culture in the kids.
Mhm.
So we deliberately tried to find a balance. Like, we didn't want to make them look as Indians in Switzerland. I didn't want that. I wanted that they are normal people
Yeah,
living here.
living there.
So yeah, exactly. So we had to find a balance. Like, whenever there were festivals over here, like Halloween, or this one Easter, or whatever typical Swiss festivals would be there, we would celebrate with our neighbors. We would make our kids go prepare things and give to the neighbors, share with the neighbors. And same when it was our Indian festivals like Holi, Diwali, Shivratri, we would invite friends at home and tell us why we are doing it. Because today's generation is very, very, curious. They want to know why.
Why?
Why
Yeah,
should we do
question.
this?
Why this? Why
Exactly.
that?
Exactly. So if you are able to fulfill or answer that curiosity of why, automatically you will be able to find the balance and guide your children in the proper way. So make them feel integrated in the society, and at the same time, yeah, and at the same time keep your culture alive. Try to speak in your mother tongue in the house. All the viewers, I would request, whatever your language is, whichever country you come from, make sure as a mother it's your responsibility, because we as women are housemakers as well. We play a
Correct.
very very important role there. So kids are your reflection. So if you are able to find the right balance of inculcating your values and then integrating with whichever country you are living, I think the kids will be not so much confused, because it's sure as teenagers sometimes they get confused. So they'll
Yeah.
not be confused, and they'll find the emotional balance. Charu, I think I answered your question. Is
Yes,
it
very
okay?
well. Definitely. I think it's little mindfulness for little things. And we as
Mhm.
parents, if we start getting mindful for that and help our
True,
kids to balance both cultures together, they can set
true.
a very good example in front of others. And
Very true.
they can learn more about other cultures also. So as parents, we should be open-minded, and then we should help our kids to adapt to the situations as they are.
Exactly. Very true. Very true.
Wow, it was such an amazing discussion today. And having this show now, we are looking forward to have new topics every time so that we can learn how to master our emotions in different scenario. We touched today the entrepreneur discussion we had. We had discussion around how as a mother we can manage our emotions, how we can
Hmm.
manage our emotions as professional to perform best in any case. So yes,
Exactly.
my viewers and followers, do keep a watch for the next episode next month, and do subscribe to our channels. Dr. Ruby Bakshi Kurdi channel is the name of the channel is Dr. Ruby Bakshi Kurdi. We will be sharing the links in the content, and Womenlines TV is there
Hmm.
on YouTube. Both channels on YouTube. Do subscribe to receive the notifications, and we'll be also publishing details about the show in the magazine womenlines.com. So do check out the links and get and ready and gear up for mastering your emotions with Dr. Ruby and Charu. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruby. It was such a wonderful interaction today with you.
Seriously, Charu, I thoroughly enjoyed being on the show, and I'm looking forward to read your magazine, which I had already been reading. And I'm telling all the viewers to please follow the magazine. It's amazing, and you'll really love it. Thank you so much, Charu. So
Thank
watch
you.
out for our next
Yes,
episode.
thank you. Bye bye,
Okay,
everybody.
take care. Bye bye.